Good morning. Welcome to your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We have some wet conditions out there this morning. Expecting some wet conditions to continue today before we'll see things dry out later this afternoon and into the evening hours. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, we have an area of low pressure just along the Carolina coast that will be moving off the coast to the northeast and passing the local area off to the east, but that will keep some shower activity around, and then later as we get into the early part of Tuesday and for the next couple of days, we'll see very windy conditions because of that low pressure deepening off the coast. If we take a look at current conditions as of 8 a.m. this morning, we have a broken deck around 500 feet, a broken deck at 4,700 feet, and an overcast at 5,500 feet. And we do have some light rain showing up on the station here with visibility at 5 miles. We have winds out of the north-northeast at 8 knots, temperature around 42 degrees, relative humidity is at 96%. If we look at the local radar, we can see some a bit more showers move through a little earlier. Right now we're starting to see a bit more isolated to scattered light showers in the area, expecting that to continue at least into the first part of the afternoon. Nothing too significant accumulation-wise, but we'll just see some light pesky showers as we go through the day today. If we look at the current visible satellite, we can see lots of clouds in the area with that low pressure moving just off the coast, and expecting clouds to stick around for much of the day as well today, and we'll see things start to break up as we get into the overnight and early morning hours of Tuesday. If we look at a short-term high-resolution model, as we go throughout the day today, expecting those scattered showers, albeit light showers, sticking around as we get into the first part of the afternoon, and then we'll start to see those showers become more widely scattered to isolated as we get later in the afternoon, becoming just a slight chance as we get later into the evening. Then we'll see things start to dry out, and as this low pressure tracks up the coast, we'll see winds really start to crank up as we get into the day on Tuesday, with some windy conditions continuing, but we will see dry conditions overall for the next couple of days, but we will keep those wind gusts fairly strong as we go through the day Tuesday and into Wednesday. So if we look at the 24-hour weather risk chart for today, starting off red for precip and red for those low ceilings. At the moment, temperature sitting in the low 40s, expecting this northeasterly wind to remain fairly light as we get into the afternoon, becoming more northerly. We'll keep that chance of precip into the afternoon, looking red at the moment for the afternoon hours, and then we drop down to a yellow risk for those reduced ceilings and visibilities. Otherwise, we'll see temperatures climb just a couple degrees, capping out in the mid-40s, around 46 degrees. And as we go into the evening hour, we'll see precip chances drop, as well as those ceilings and visibility chances start to drop as well. We'll see winds become more northwesterly to west northwesterly, and on the slightly breezy side, gusting up to 20 knots as we get closer to the midnight time frame. And then as we go into the morning hours, expecting temperatures to cool down a bit to the mid-40s, bottoming out around 34 degrees, but we'll see those winds start cranking up out of the northwest to west-northwest, around 14 to 19 knots, gusting up to 28 knots as we get into the start of the day on Tuesday. So we do pick up that yellow risk for winds that are above 25 knots after midnight, and then we'll see that up to a red risk as we get into the start of the day on Tuesday. Otherwise, tides are running about a foot above normal at the moment, and for the next couple of days, the main story will be these winds. We are red across the board for those winds at or above 25 knots. Expecting a partly cloudy day on Tuesday with a high around 47. Windy conditions, a gust up to 35 to 40 knots for our Tuesday. Going into Tuesday evening will remain windy with gusts slightly lower, up to 30 to 35 knots. Otherwise, partly cloudy, and we could see some periods of mostly cloudy times possible through the evening hours, but a cooler night with a low around 30 degrees. And then going into Wednesday, we will be partly cloudy to mostly sunny, and we'll see continued breezy to windy conditions with gusts up to 35, and then we'll see gradual weakening as we get late in the day Wednesday and into the evening hours, but expecting a high around 50 degrees, and again that red risk for winds across the next couple of days at or above 25 knots. Well, that will wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. Take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.